I think this is to me, more important. As a analyst, as a critic, as a commentator of the Singapore environment, to see certain action taken by the government, passionately committed by the late Lee Kuan Yew, has in fact demonstrated to show what we call the urban landscape. I want to relate to a couple of impact of his passion in relation to the landscape. Very early on, because tree planting is really one of his obsessions. He himself be driving around and look at whether the trees have been planted properly, and give his personal instruction to the bureaucrats. So this whole idea of greening of Singapore is really one of his important passions which he did. There was this idea of cleaning up the river. This is not mentioned. I think the Singapore River, though it's short, but it's absolutely filthy. If I remember correctly, there are dead pigs and all that floating along the river. So here is his idea, is a challenge to the ministry at that time to clean up the river. It took approximately 10 years. So 10 years, Singapore have cleared that very, very, very polluted river. The next 10 years, the next 15 years, what can Singapore do to enhance the whole environment, especially with lighting contribution? Lighting, to me, is clearly important in terms of the quality of the environment. But the government hasn't done too much. For example, I just thought that why shouldn't we not have all our street light using solar energy, or even making it much more conducive to use high energy, say, instead of conventional lighting, will be greatly effective. Why don't they? They have not done too much. I think there's something the government can do. I think the government will do. Like this improvement of lighting, use of better energy lighting for a more effective environment. I think the government will. The government still have a lot of challenges to do to make the landscape to be a viable landscape for the main industry. For the next, I think you talk about year 2050. I think it's too long. For 25 years from now is 2040, right? I think that's already long enough. Maybe you should look at what happened in 2030. To me, a country like Japan and Europe, we have a lot of contribution, because it's to contribute certain technical implementable ideas, affordable to be applied. The solar energy is improving, the price dropping. But the biggest technical problem is still storage of the energy. Because in a rainy day, there's no sun, there's no energy. Yeah. Singapore can actually zero in on R&D very specifically to the development of the region. Singapore can afford to make this a research center to see how this can bring the cost down. That's why Singapore can also look at the battery storage of batteries for the solar panel, and I can see lighting will be part of the whole energy package.